Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
We have already started here.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. The Fry kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Camavinga. Wriggles his way through.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this fella, Lois Openda, is someone I've always had my eyes on since his younger days, and he's one of the more exciting strikers around the continent. His game's all about work rate and end product. That's what he lives for. He wants chances, he wants goals, and he's on his way to poacher's paradise.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. And again! Corner.
And we have our very first corner.
And that has been cleared.
Martinez.
And he welcomes it in.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. We expected better, and so did he. Kivior.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Out to the right.
Vitinha.
Botafogo.
Still without a single shot on target.
And it's Modric.
Olise. Kivior.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, this looks sharp.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Saka.
And he's managed to get rid.
And here's Alvarez. Now it's Rafinha.
Oh, what has happened here? And the shot!
Alvarez gets flagged offside. Goretzka.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well read.
And the danger is averted.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Played out towards the right wing.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Kivior promptly onto that, and that is that.
Oh, they can break here.
Now it's Alvarez. Martinez. Can he get on the end of this? And he's intervened well there. And that is a little undercooked. Haaland charging forward, the ball at his feet. Looking for the run. Camavinga. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. It's a really well-measured ball. He's in a great position here. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Well, that's a little loose. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's found a way past. Kivior. Rafinha. Oh, that's neat. Shot could be on. Nice interception, well timed.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, super ball. Martinez. Oh, good ball. Alvarez! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And they can counter here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Rafinha. Now it's Alvarez. Vitinha. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Botafogo really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't...
Shoots! It's in! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
A 1-0 lead established.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Modric. Threads one in. And it's made... Openda! Openda! No mistake! And this is getting better and better. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Botafogo are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Well read, nice interception.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them.
Vitinha. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Now Timber. Martinez.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Acerbi gets over and intercepts. Goretzka. Played back. Now it's Openda. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Martinez. Now it's Thuram. Camavinga. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Kivior. And here's Openda. That is a brilliant interception. Camavinga. Thuram. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Thuram. Now, can they get him away? And here's Alvarez. Now it's Martinez. And here's Camavinga. Now it's Martinez. Haaland.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that's put paid to a promising move. He won't be happy with that one. Couldn't squeeze it through.
And it's Vitinha. Now it's Openda. Openda touches it back. Camavinga. Thuram.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Timber.
It's Thuram. Camavinga. That looks a good ball through.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
And here's Alvarez. Camavinga.
Nicely weighted ball. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Cambio de jugadores.
Botafogo are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
He's had it taken off him. Timber. And here's Camavinga. This looks promising.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Alvarez.
And he's cut it out.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Engages and forces him off the ball. 2 minutes to be added on. Can he get it through? Great chance! They've scored! Drama at the death! Is there time for one? Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
So it's away we go then.
Stood up well to him there. Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Now it's Mbappe. He's played it long. Neymar. Played down the flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Locatelli with the slide tackle there. Bergkamp. Could move up a gear here. And it's Bergkamp. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception. Serginho with the clearance. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
He's a sharp little ball here. Neymar. Borussia Dortmund are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vieira. He's chosen to go back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Neymar is having a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund!
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
That's a cute ball. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And that's a good-looking ball. Can he get it through? Baresi spots it and intercepts. Now it's Neymar. Borussia Dortmund are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. And this is Neymar, and he's lost his man here. Neuer claims it, and the danger passes. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Lewandowski. Probing pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball.
And the finish! No mistake! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
The referee's awarded a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Searching pass he's played there. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Costa Curta. Mbappe. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Pique. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bale. Now he's got space here. Not the most accurate pass. Rique. It's Bergkamp. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. There's a searching pass. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. It's not an especially good pass, that. Baresi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
David Villa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bout of passing here, really. Shot at goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Neymar.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
The less said about that pass, the better.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Bergkamp. Vieira, a player of legendary status. Now it's Villa. Mbappe! That has ended up in no man's land. And we've reached half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Borussia Dortmund have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Serginho. And it's Locatelli. And it's Xabi Alonso. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Locatelli! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of... Takes a shot! And one more try! Neymar. Bergkamp looking to add to his goal. And he's intervened well there. And the counter is on. Locatelli. Mbappe. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Neymar.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, super ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, that's fabulous. Nice looking ball. That has not gone well. Just about up to the hour now. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Neymar! Now, who's going to be first to this? Beckham plays it through. Maradona picks it up out wide. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Substitutions taking place.
Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Now there's a fine ball. And here's the chance to counter. Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Vieira. Spread it left. And nicely intercepted.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Mbappe. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bergkamp. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Rodri. Into the last quarter of an hour. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, important interception. And he's there to belt it away.
Substitution.
And it's Chouameni.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe! Can he finish? Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they've got their lead back. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Borussia Dortmund take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And he has shown him a yellow card. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Borussia Dortmund moments now away from seeing this one out. Passes short and sharp. Picked out brilliantly. David Villa has another go. Sticks it away. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Borussia Dortmund could not have picked a better time. He's had a shot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. He's looking wide. Neymar gets into a good position. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Colour and Kudus! Goal! Gremio! And that's got him off to a flyer!
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Threads one in. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's been caught. Great chance! Mount. And he's forced to go back. Yildiz. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Some really good ball movement. And here's Marlon. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. He'll fancy himself from here. Mount! That is some save from De Gea. They've got to be quick to recover this. Nicely weighted ball. Chooses to go back. And it's made its way to him. Savinho. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Tony. He's played it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Camera. Dunk. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Mojica clears. River Plate are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Takes a shot! Mojica getting this one clear.
River Plate really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them...
Can he finish? He has done it! River Plate are level.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And he's intervened well there. Cher. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And here's Mount. Marlon. Great vision. Cross needs to be good. And he's there to clear it. Kudus. Played into space. Neatly clipped into space. Dunk. Kraft. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Savinho. Half an hour played now. And here's Tony. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Yildiz. Shoots! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Mount really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Delaney can get it clear. Long ball upfield. Gremio have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Kudus. Mount. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? That's great positioning, so good from him. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Kudus. This looks promising. Kudus!
Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Now it's Kudus. Now it's Savinho.
Oh, super ball. Chance! And again.
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Savinho is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mount.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's shifting through the gears here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. And we are up to the break.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Oh, that's a key interception. Delaney, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Tony. Delaney, oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mount gets into some space. Gremio can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Mount. Brilliantly cut out.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Savinho. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that's a dangerous ball. This time, surely! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Gremio are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Delaney, and it's Kudus, and he's picked it up out wide. Marlen, almost an hour gone. Kudus. Can he finish? Just off target.
Oh, that look of disbelief.
Kraft cuts it out. Camera. Now it's Yildiz. Savinho. Savinho threads one in, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Camera. Tony. Mojica kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
it's Marlon. Thinks about the shot. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Kudus given the lift of his goal.
This is the time you need that pace.
Marlon, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Kudus. Nice interception, well timed.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Camera. Can he get it through? Well, that's been cut out, well played. Kamara. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Sabinho, and it's been played through. Oh, what a climb! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Substituição no time do Grêmio. Camisa 8, camisa 7, camisa 5.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 20.
Still anyone's game this. 1 moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Can he get on the end of this? He's found a way through. Big chance! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark. And the shot! And he hits the net! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
2 minutos de acréscimo.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow.
Tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of descent.
And that will be the final act. River Plate have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Yildiz taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
Hello,
clear
everybody,
evening.
and welcome
The
to
conditions
today's
contributing
match.
to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Well, as you can see, we've already started here. He's tried one!
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking. Here's the header! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Openda. Now it's Openda. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Great vision.
Lewandowski.
Oh, that was vital.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is to start scoring more goals. He's already pretty proficient at that, but he's good enough to add many more goals.
Shot a goal! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
So what can they make of this? Great ball if he can get there.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Matheus Cunha. Foden. Now that looks a decent ball.
Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking to play him in.
Vardiol receives it in a wide position. Foden! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And that has added a whole new complexion to the...
Gets his head on it!
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Modric is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Olise, he has found the way through.
Big chance! Goal! Botafogo! And again they hit the front. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Olise.
Modric! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Nicked it back promptly. And it's Lewandowski. Now it's Doku. Now it's Olise. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Doku. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Elise. And this is level, great chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Elise. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played.
Haaland! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. Simplicity itself.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. He's got tall. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Out to the right. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That has not gone well. Caicedo. Dembele. Chance! They just took too long getting forward.
Bowden cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break and a big chance wasted.
And it's half-time here.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Botafogo head in for half-time with a 3-1
Volunteers for
lead.
each block, please report to the staff room immediately.
So off we go once more.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Guardiola. Foden. Can he get on the end of this? It's Dembele! It's there! The second half off to a spectacular start. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Pinches it off him. And it's Modric. Elise. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Modric. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Doku has it out wide and in space. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Haaland.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And here's Haaland. Elise proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
And he cuts out the supply. Played out towards the right wing. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Lewandowski! He's got a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 47.
He's hit it long, but
Phil
astray.
Foden.
But he's well positioned here.
18.
Oh, that's a chance!
Coming on the field.
And he's quick to get it clear again.
Lewis Skelly. Number 87. John Neves. Number 51. Semenyo.
Oh, that's
Substitutions
neat.
taking place.
Mancini. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's the chance to counter. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save him up here, I know. Just about up to 75 minutes. And this is... It's Zaha! That was mighty close. Oh, it's Dembele.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Lewandowski. Semenyo. Brilliantly cut out. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Vitinha. Now it's Trossard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. Acerbi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Haaland. Zaha. And that could set him on his way. He's had a shot! Goal! Botafogo! Into the lead once more. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
And here's... Can he finish? Trossard puts a cross in.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
There will
Vitinha.
be 3 minutes at
This
a
is
time.
Socek. And here's Haaland. And here's Zaha. That pass has been well intercepted. Very nicely done. Matheus Cunha. And it's Neves. And that will be the final act. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to
We
one
come to you now
decisive
with a
moment.
quick request for support
Haaland
from
claiming the
our
man of the
World
match
Charity
award,
Fund.
and there is very little room for argument. Botafogo leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.